moment. What three things unfold? 1896. It says, Desh, Kal, Nimit, have to unfold for creation to come into being. Space, Desh means space, Kal means time, Nimit means cause and effect, causation. These three things unfold for creation to come into being. You say, how is it so different from modern cosmology? It's different in one way. There was still a niggling question that the cosmologists are struggling with. What triggered the Big Bang? What's the cause of Big Bang? That's still a bit of a mystery. With Vivekananda comes the answer. That's why I used Oxford University to plug this in. Because it's good to be recorded and plugged on their website. You see, this question of who caused the Big Bang is irrelevant. Who, what, why, all this comes after the Big Bang, not before. So you want to ask the question, who caused the Big Bang, is just like Stephen Hawking. You don't ask what was before time, what was before the Big Bang. Similarly, don't ask who caused the Big Bang, because causation came with the Big Bang. Nobody caused it. Causation is part of the Big Bang. This is how the world appears, linked with cause and effect. The whole totality doesn't require that. Who said it requires it? Came with the Big Bang. This is Vivekananda in 1896. And I said, I now take it to the cosmologists. Look, what do you make of that? You even answered your final part. What was the third thing missing? Causation came with the Big Bang. And they will say, yeah, that's correct. See the depth, philosophic depth of this teaching. In the first verse you saw, this was a mix and match. There was some kind of more Puranic, means kind of a narrative, colorful story like, and there's somewhere purely philosophic. The first verse that was played is from the Nasadiya Sukta of Rig Veda, 10th Mandala, hymn number 129. You know what he says? This is what Vivekananda was talking about. The final verse in the Nasadiya is a killer. Like in a way what Mohan was saying, this is the final verse of the Nasadiya Sukta, Rig Veda. He in the highest heaven, perhaps he knows how space-time opens up, or perhaps he came afterwards. Look at the word, look at the philosophic ability for them to put God secondary. And as he said, in fact, what he said is not a minor thing. In the Abrahamic religion, they say God has made man in his image. This is Abrahamic teaching. You know what the Hindu tradition teaches? Precisely the opposite. Man creates God. This is terrible. How can you create God? This is getting out of hand now. Let me explain to you why and how. You like this part. Follow me. You see, all of us as human beings have certain endearing aspects, some good aspects that seem to kind of ooze out of us. So what are these, Mr. Lakhani? Our search for knowledge. We are thirsty. We want to understand what's going on. This thirst, it comes out naturally. You want to become knowledgeable. Thirst for knowledge. There is also a bit of compassion flowing out. It may be very trickling, or it may be coming out in bigger torrents. You may like your friends, your family members. When I go to little schools, I see your brother and sister, and they all go, yeah, yeah. But you see, some kind of compassion is automatically pouring out of all of us. There's a third aspect to every living thing. We all like to become empowered. We don't like being pushed about. This is the sign of a living thing. Even a bacteria, if you prod it, it doesn't roll over and say, I'm dead. It goes, oh, ouch, stop it. Sign of life. There are certain endearing aspects to all human beings. Search for truth, search for knowledge. Compassion seems to come naturally. You don't know from where it appears. We seem to like other people, at least in a selective way, we like others. Compassion, becoming empowered, unnatural, if you like, things within us that seem to be pouring out. We don't know why they are so good, but we like them. We feel warm. Don't ask me why, Mr. Lakhani. We just like it. It just appears. It happens. Now see what we have done as human beings. Without realizing, this was our spiritual underpinning, our spiritual dimension showing itself, showing its colors. We know they were good and endearing, warm things within us. So what have we done? We like to exaggerate them. So I am little compassionate. I want somebody to be all compassionate. I am little knowledgeable. I want somebody to be all knowledgeable. I am little powered because I can't really, lift mountains. I want to exaggerate this idea of being all powerful. Here appears an exaggerated human being, endearing, exaggerated human being. Because human beings come with anger and all that too. But the endearing part, the good part of human being, exaggerated. To how much? To infinite. We've exaggerated human endearing aspects to the infinite. And say, this thing that's flowing out of me is very nice. Let me think of it in a greater and greater and greater manner. And we say, we think we would like to, in a way, now articulate this idea of endearing us human beings with an exaggerated, endearing human being, a superhuman. He must be all-powerful, he must be all-knowing, he must be all-compassionate, all-loving. Oh my Lord, you are that. See what you have done. Just human aspirations, exaggerated and then plonked. You may think, this is terrible. We thought there's a real chap there. Don't you understand? He's as real as you want him to be. By exaggerating this image, by projecting this image that is within you, you're exaggerating. What you are doing is you are now trying to explore your own spiritual underpinning. And how you become religious? If you are a religious person, you must become like him. That's how you become religious. So by first producing, if you like, this projection, and then trying to build relationship with that projection, you are in a way enhancing yourself, lifting yourself up. This is called religious living. I'm analyzing what religion is all about, what monotheism is all about. The good things that within us we exaggerate, and we say you must become like that. The thing is already there. I want it to really come out. So if I have a little compassion, I want it to come out in torrents. All compassion like Buddha. If I'm a little powerful, I want to be all powerful. So we are exaggerating the human aspects and prompting and say, God, you are all that. And he says, okay, make me what you like. This is a strange thing for you to really learn. Hinduism says philosophically, man creates God in his image. Exaggerated man. That's why when you see gods and goddesses with 4 arms or 4 heads or 6 arms, this is what we are doing. We are exaggerating, superhuman, projecting, and then building relationship with him. Look, it's a ploy, but it's a good ploy. It has worked well. That's why so many human beings are so well behaved and articulate and clever, because they are in a way, the good things they possess, they want to exaggerate it, improve it. Nothing wrong with that. But I'm now showing the anthropocentric aspect of religion, all religions. And I do it at theological colleges happily with the Christian ministers. I whack it in. I say, this is why you love your monotheist God. You're searching for yourself. You need a mirror. That's your mirror. You're looking for yourself. This is the spirit, Atman. These are the words that the Hindus use philosophically. All the gods and goddesses come as secondary scripture. The primary ones in the Upanishads that you've been just hearing, you talk of Atman and Brahman. And this is what it talks about. The spiritual underpinning of this reality is essentially non-material, the spirit. It lights all of us up as Atman. The same one appears as many, through all these eyes, through all these forms. This is the philosophic throbbing heart. It is the most exciting thing for a Western youth to hear. My experience. They all fall in love like that.